All right, I'm not necessarily having a very good day. So here in Yeet, we have Hassan pushes. Wait, pause it. I don't know why it has to keep playing all the time. It says Hassan pushes back on Asmongold's commentary surrounding Muslims, grape gangs, and Islamophobia not being real. I'm not going to read these quotes. Hassan Piker's going to say them, so let's hear what he has to say. Oh, now you don't play.
The only long-standing proper solution to this problem is not to try and fucking mass deport all undocumented migrants, because that's never going to happen, because it's a capitalist system anyway. And the question also always remains, would that even be beneficial for you? If this was a white-only capitalist dystopia, do you think your life would be fundamentally better? Anyone that tells you that
100% it will.
It will be is lying to you, okay? Anyone
Guys, I think I'm lying to you. I'm going to be completely honest. I think I'm lying to you.
that tells you that your problems would be solved if we deported every single black and brown person is lying to you.
100%. I'm not lying, though.
Yeah. Islamophobia is a made-up word to silence critics of Muslims. Really? We're having a theological debate about Islam? I didn't realize that was what was going on. When you said, yeah, Muslims are across the board responsible for, like, mass rapes of white English women, and therefore I have no sympathy for a bunch of random Muslims getting stabbed by a psychopath. I didn't realize that was actually...
Well, I don't condone random stabbing or stabbing in general by people, but I also don't condone Muslims or people from other black or brown nations stabbing other people. For example, I mean, there's a lot of cases in which you can see that, and the cops were completely ignorant to what the situation, what's happening, and so I mean, yeah, I'm not pro that black or brown people stabbing whites, and I'm not pro white people stabbing black or browns out in the streets, just like that.
A theological debate. Why do you even try? Why do you even try to do this? Why do you even try to make it seem like you have some kind of sincere disagreement that you've put a lot of thought into, and that all you're doing in this circumstance is simply criticizing the religion? You know, are you having...
Because Muslim religion is one of the most violent religions there are out there. I'm gonna be completely honest. One of the most violent, and it's like inside its own scriptures, it says to fight those who are not Muslims until you are like victorious. So I mean, it is a violent religion, and so yeah.
Having a conversation about the Sunni-Shia split, the different versions of Shia Islam, and the different versions of governance. Is that the argument? Is this the big theological debate? No. You just want to justify people killing random Muslim people, or attempting to do so, by constantly claiming that Muslims are scary. They're this monolithic Islam. Roach is an Alevite. Yeah, that's what he
criticism of Islam. It's not a real word. You know, obviously you should be able to be critical of any religion. It's not a phobia to be afraid of a
Yeah, dude, I don't agree with that. I mean, sorry, I don't disagree with that assessment, okay? Yes, you can criticize whatever fucking religion you want to. I don't give a shit. I do it all the time, okay? It's when you assume that the followers of a particular faith are all bad. That's what I have an issue with. That's what I have a disagreement with. And you intrinsically understand that for Jews, by the way, and you understand that for Christianity, by the way, or at least you claim to understand it for these different groups, but you can't understand it for Islam, okay? There's a difference between criticism and prejudice or hatred, okay? Like, we're not having a sincere conversation about the tenets of Islam, or, which is, by the way, totally personal, too. It's not like these guidelines are held to the same standard unconditionally across the board, across billions of people that believe this religion. I mean, I myself grew up in a Muslim household. I grew up in a Muslim country.
Yeah, of course you did. Of course you did.
I don't believe the same things that other neighbors of mine believe, right? I mean, I don't believe in many of the same things. So clearly, it's completely up to the individual how they interpret their own faith.
Disagreeing with ideas is what Western...
Yeah, the dumbest guy you know that delivers pizzas is looking at this and going, fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. That's base, dude. Can Amat and Bailey be disarming? I mean, this is what it is. Yeah, Islamophobia is a made-up word, has been the #1 way that Sam Harris and all these other fucking idiots will argue to defend their idiotic worldview, their idiotic and cowardly worldview that is actively trying to foment hatred towards all Muslims, billions of them, and to get you to
Well, no, not all Muslims. I'm going to be completely honest here. Not all Muslims. Heck, probably not even most Muslims. But the ones that are being migrated are the ones that are being very problematic, and the ones who stay in the nation that they grew up in and that they're building, those are probably not the problematic ones. But these ones, the ones that are migrating to Europe and France, I mean, all those Western, I mean, not Western, but all those nations, they are being very problematic. Like a large some of them are being problematic.
believe that like people who believe in different things than you do, that are not all that different, are actually your enemy. Yeah, I want to just get away scot-free by saying all Muslims are rapists, pedophiles, and you should be able to do hate crimes to them. And if someone
Okay, so what Hasan is doing here is he's taking Asmongold's opinion and he is radicalizing it by saying, "Oh, Asmongold is saying all of them." I'm not sure Asmongold said all of them, but because he's saying all of this and all his, like you can see right here, everybody here is like eating up everything he has to say. So, I mean, honestly, the right wing, I mean, U.S. is also being corrupted by all of this. So, I mean, there is currently no good movements that's being done by the government to fix the current issue. But Hasan Piker is not helping at all in any way. But by what he's doing right now, he is completely nullifying what the real problem is, and he's stepping against what Asmongold is saying completely just because Asmongold is Asmongold.
actually calls that shit out, someone actually calls that shit out, then it's like, oh, I'm just critical of Islam, dude. I'm just critical of Islam.
Golly, man, he is very critical of Islam. 18 hours ago, Hasan, it doesn't matter if girls were raped. Piker. His words, not mine. The context of his statements, denial of systemic mass across atrocities. Piker has consistently cast doubt on the claims of organized, systemic, or mass rapes committed by Hamas, frequently describing them as unverified or inflated for the purpose of justifying Israel military actions. Controversial backpedaling. In various live stream broadcasts, he has dismissed the focus on the specific crimes that occurred that day. During one notable exchange with other creators, he stated that it doesn't matter if expletive rapes happened on October 7, arguing that these actions do not change the dynamic of the broader geopolitical conflict. Okay, just from what we can tell, Hasan is not a good person. I mean, that should be obvious to almost everybody who has one or two brain cells. Honestly, he's not a good person. Anybody who condones Hasan Piker and his radical ideologies needs to seriously be checked up. It says, for everyone that doesn't want to listen to the BS, here are Hasan's arguments. Everyone saying the countries would be better with more white people are lying to you. The dumbest guy you know listens to Asmongold saying, fuck yeah. I somewhat agree with Hasan here. Criticize Islam all you want, but don't blame every Muslim. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I'd ask Asmon, do you think anti-Semitic is a made-up word to shut down criticism of Jews? His logic on Islamophobia says his answer would be yes, yet I feel the feeling he'd say no. Yeah, I would also feel he says no. The H.A.S.A.N System, a proven method of handling criticism. Hide. Ignore critics' content to obscure their argument. Alter. Drastically misinterpret the opposing view. Strawman. Attack the misrepresentation by grouping critics with deplorables. Avoid. Debate only weaker opponents, never the original person. Name call. Label frustrated opposition as crazy or obsessed to discredit them. The H.A.S.A.N System. Golly, that is powerful. Not even gonna lie. Oh my gosh. He doesn't even condemn the rape gangs. Hasan, who supposedly Hasan, who supports terrorists, is upset. Asmongold notices he supports terrorists and enables rape gangs. Hasan is the worst scum on Twitch. 100%. This is an AI video of Kaya shocking. Okay, it's pretty good. This Turkish Nepo and anchor baby is just mad that Asmongold saw past his leftist virtue signaling and realizes he's just a hijab apologist. This is why he hates dogs. His pedophile prophet told him that dogs were haram, not 6-year-olds. So I love it. Oh my gosh, love it. Not every black and brown person, just rapists, pedophiles, communists, and hardcore Muslims. Yeah, that's good. It's good. I've been well documented that Chenk's nephew doesn't think rapes are that bad, and in fact should be weaponized against people who he doesn't like. See WASP college rape clip. No wonder he tries to downplay the rapes that occur in October 7 and the rape gangs in Europe. Yeah. Hassan is not at all a good person, and honestly, I don't know how many times I have to say it. 15 hours ago, Asmongold, nobody actually hates capitalism. It's just all cosplay. It's crazy to me. Wait, pause it. I'd like to hear what he says. Nobody actually hates capitalism. It's just all cosplay. It's crazy to me that people even believe that that's a legitimate thing.
How can he hate capitalism? The system that made him filthy rich? Nobody actually hates capitalism.
Precisely. How can you hate the system that made you filthy rich, Hassan Piker?
It's just all cosplay. It's crazy to me that people even believe that that's a legitimate thing.
Yes, that Dr. Pepper sip, amazing. How can Hassan Piker hate capitalism so much? He speaks against it in every stream he ever makes, but he still lives in the US of A, where capitalism flourishes. He refuses to move to Cuba. He refuses to move to any other country that is a communist country. He refuses to move to any of them because he knows he doesn't believe exactly what he says. Anywho, I think that's all gonna be all. I think that's gonna be all for this video. I thank you so much for watching. I had the VTuber drama thing open, but I don't even know who Leah is. I don't know Leah. I don't know Nijishi Livers. I don't know any of these. I've come to realize that I do not know my VTuber model. My VTuber. I know her a little bit. But what is this? Incorrect stream analysis being used for cucking proof plus bonus demi fumble. Anywho, yeah, I don't know any of this. I'm gonna look it up and then I'll investigate and I'll make another video regarding anything that happens in the VTuber drama. Anything. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. I hope you like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.